In this episode 17 of The Daily Hustle, we talk about how you can find customers for your business. Super big concept here that you need to get a hold of. And Marshall offends Ukraine.
Broadcasting from the box that rocks and Thrive15.com world headquarters, it's The Daily Hustle with Daniel McKenna.
Welcome to episode 17 of The Daily Hustle. My name is Daniel McKenna. Over there is Marshall Morris. And in the middle right here, we have a special guest, Mikhailo Panshishak from American Hybrid Homes. Mikhailo, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me here.
Oh, yeah, buddy. So if for those of you that are tuning in on Instagram Live and maybe have not seen this before, this is our daily YouTube series and iTunes podcast called The Daily Hustle, where we answer your questions from Thrive15.com and Twitter and Instagram. Thrive15 is a community of small business builders that are building their businesses together, and we're super pumped to jump into this next question here. I am Daniel McKenna, co-founder of Epic Productions and Thrive15. Over there is Marshall Morris. He's an author, business consultant, and founder of Madness Media. So those are our credentials. If you ask for our credentials, that's what those are right there. Those pretty good credentials, Marshall?
Yeah, and you failed to mention that you're wearing a new shirt
I
today.
did not mention that I was wearing a new shirt today, and I thank you for pointing that out.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and jump into episode 17 here. This is a question from Nathaniel, from Mr. Nathaniel, and I do want to jump into this. Marshall, give me some mojo. So if you are watching on Instagram Live right now, you don't hear the mojo that's going on in our headphones. We've got some mojo going, so you'll want to go to YouTube, you'll want to go to iTunes to listen to this. We'll give you all those directions on here too. Because you want the mojo. You do. So we got mojo going on. Hit me with the question, Marshall.
Okay, so this is from Nathaniel. Nathaniel says, how to find customers for my business. Okay. I am working on making a photography business work. However, I am struggling in finding clients that are willing to pay. I have friends and family that assume that since I have a camera, that I am willing to give my craft away for free. And when I bring up the fact that I want to get paid by them for events, they basically laugh and try to guilt trip me into doing it for nothing. How do I overcome this and start actually making money at my craft?
Nathaniel. Now this is specifically a great question for me because I have a photography business. And I've had these same questions, and we've solved these things. This is great. But for anybody out there with any business, this is the formula that we're going to dive into, the principles here of how to find customers for your business, and it's going to be huge for you. And we're going to get some real-time feedback, too, from the man, Mikhailo. Real quick, Mikhailo, let the people at home know, what is it you and American Hybrid Homes actually do?
Well, at this point, we renovate and do additions on homes. And the way we renovate them is we turn them into a hybrid home. So they're energy efficient. They save you on heating and cooling. And at the same time, it's a little more comfortable to live in because it's a warmer house.
And where were you originally born there, Mikhailo?
I was born in Ivano-Frankivsk area of Ukraine.
Wow.
Straight from the Ukraine.
Dan, can you pronounce that?
I do not want to try to.
Okay, just curious.
So you're from the Ukraine. You now live in New York?
Yes.
And your business, you're taking off here. You've been along on this journey with us for a little while now. We're super excited to have you here in the studio. Where can they find you? Give us the address, web address. Where can they find you?
AmericanHybridHomes.com. We're actually doing a lot of work right now on the website here, in the workshop, and on the website.
That's awesome. So what he was referring to is we have, go ahead and show him up here. If you go to thrivetimeshow.com, workshops, we have 2-day business building extravaganzas where we go through a ton of action steps for your business. Mikhailo's actually here working on his website for AmericanHybridHomes.com. So if you're looking to get your home hybrided, is that a word, hybrided?
Hybridized.
Oh, nice. If you're looking to get your home hybridized and you're anywhere near the New York area, give this dude a call. They do an amazing job. I've seen some of the stuff he's done personally. They do a really good job. Also want to mention, we got Vlad over here. He's hanging out. He's hiding underneath one of the lights. Vlad's over here too. What's up, Vlad? Hey, what's up, man? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this question here from Nathaniel.
Yeah.
He's wondering how he can find some actual customers, some people that actually want to pay him.
First of all, I'd like to say I am sorry, Nathaniel, that your family and friends are harassing you about that, because that does not seem fun.
Well, this is actually, I mean, in photography, this is a pretty normal thing.
Yeah.
This is especially photography, anything creative, anything like art-driven.
I would say anything in general.
Anything that like you do that your family's like, you could do that for me for free.
Yeah.
That's a pretty normal thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so let's dive into this too, and then we'll get some feedback from Mr. Mikhailo. Marshall, hit me with number one. There's 4 steps here. There's number one of finding customers.
Okay, 4 steps to finding customers. Number 1, you need to define your ideal and likely customers, buyers.
Well, you could have stuck with customers. That would have been fine.
Well, the show notes.
The show notes say buyers. You could have. Yeah, it's fine. Number 1, define your ideal and likely buyers. So, who are the people in your industry that will pay you? And then define them. Like, figure out who those people are, where are they, and then find out, like, where are they hanging out? How can I get a hold of them? So, for instance, for photography, if it is a wedding photography business, the knot.com would be a great place to start because there's a lot of brides on the knot.com. Same thing with weddingwire.com. Or maybe you need to go to some trade shows where brides shop around for these different sort of things. Or maybe bridal stores where they sell the dresses. Where do they sell stuff before you in the line? So like venues, right? They'll book the venue before they book the photographer. So go talk to the venues and get a hold of them. Figure out a way to make a connection there, okay? Same thing with catering, these sorts of things. That's how it works for photography, right? So if you're, especially like wedding photography, that's how that works. Mikhailo, who are some of your ideal and likely buyers, and then what do you need to do to find those people? Like how do you get to them?
Well, for us, our ideal and likely buyer is somebody who first has a home that needs to be renovated, and second is somebody who cares about energy efficiency and just kind of simplifying, the heating and cooling process of the house. And I mean, for us, the best way of getting these projects is through Home Advisor and Angie's List. So what I was going to say is, like, when you're starting out, you have to look at all the resources that are there because there's so many resources. People have these huge businesses like Home Advisor, $1 billion business, and it's all centered around finding work for you.
Yeah.
So if you have, you don't have the connections, you don't know all these trade shows, you should look for those. I'm sure there are, websites that try to give you work and, to different people.
Okay, so you pointed out, you made some great points here. Number 1, you said they need a house. You need to find people with houses that need renovation, so older houses, and people that are interested in cutting down on like their energy costs.
Yes.
So those are your ideal people. And then you said, where are my ideal people? Well, they're probably on Home Advisor, and they're probably on Angie's List.
Yeah, that's the thing with those websites is people who are actually, when I started out, I did a lot of door knocking.
Yeah.
Jeez, and there you're going and you're asking people if they want to do construction on their house. So 99% of the times they're like asking you to get off their property. And then my growing pains, I found out this Home Advisor thing because I didn't know about it. So now there's people who are actually looking for the construction done on their house. They reach out to you, and especially if you have a nice profile and you do a good job, then it's just a little easier. Then you have to focus more on your selling process and picking basically the customers.
So that's number 1. You're defining your ideal and likely buyers, and then you're finding where you can connect with them. How do you get to them? Marshall, are there any other examples you have of some of the people that you've worked with how they identified who are the people that are going to pay me, and then also where are these people?
Well, so we on the Thrive15.com, I'm going to shamelessly plug ourselves.
Okay, sure.
There we go. We have different worksheets, okay, for people to use that get into the needs of your ideal and likely buyers. So the one thing is the demographics and then the specific needs of somebody. So for Mikhailo, okay, are you calling on a lot of apartment complexes?
No.
Probably not, because they don't need that type of renovation. So anybody that is living somewhere is not an ideal and likely buyer. Okay. So people that probably own their home, not renting, in a home, okay? People that own their home, that's the first thing. But really looking at the needs, okay? So maybe somebody that doesn't have heat, or maybe does have heat, but their house is still cold, Those are the types of needs in examining how do you specifically get to who your ideal and likely buyer is look at who's currently doing business with you, okay? and who that person might be and dial it back to what needs am I fulfilling for that person and then scale that out.
That's a great point. If you have customers already, you can reverse engineer this. You can say, okay, I'm filling these person's needs here. How do I find more people like this? Where do people like this hang out? What websites are they on? Where in the community are they? How can I get a hold of them? So that's great. That's number one. That's defining your ideal and likely buyers. Number two is creating a no-brainer offer. And we've had so much success with this with our clients here. Huge amounts of success with this. Marshall, go ahead and give me the Zig Ziglar quote and tell the people at home, just in case they don't know, who Zig Ziglar is.
Okay, so Zig Ziglar, best-selling author of 14 different books, including See You at the Top. And his greatest sales success was See You at the Top. And Dan, check this out. I did not know this, but he was initially rejected by 30 different publishers.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool.
He is originally rejected by 30 different publishers that said, I don't want your book, See You at the Top.
Yeah.
It's no good. It's not going to sell.
Yep.
And it was his greatest sales success.
So check this out. This is what he says. When you do more than you're paid for, eventually you'll be paid for more than you do.
Go ahead and give me to that one more time.
Okay. When you do more than you're paid for, eventually you'll be paid for more than you do.
Okay, so we're talking about creating the new no-brainer offer here.
Yeah.
Give some people at home an example of one of the clients here that we work with of a no-brainer offer that they created.
No-brainer offer. $1 eyelash extensions.
$1 eyelash extensions.
That's a thing.
Now, Michaela, do you know how much eyelash extensions normally cost?
No, I don't.
Okay, so Michaela doesn't know. I don't know. Sam, do you know?
Like $30.
Oh, well, Sam says $30. I don't know what it normally is. We're a bunch of dudes in the box here. So
Yeah.
how much do eyelash extensions normally cost?
A full set.
Yeah.
We're talking about both eyes here.
Sure, yeah, not one, just both of them.
And not just like a partial fill-in.
You wouldn't want that, no.
No.
Got the scarecrow looking thing over
You
here.
got the full set.
Okay.
So that's anywhere from like $95 to $175.
So anywhere from $95 to $175 is normal.
That's right.
So why would I be a crazy person and tell everybody, first time in, it's only $1. I'm losing $100. I'm losing $200 here possibly. Come on in, get your eyelashes done.
Yeah. Well, they know, this client knows that retaining and creating that experience on the first visit will win a customer for life. So we want to lower that barrier, lower that offer so low where it's just insane that this could be the worst experience in the world, but it's $1. You know? And so like, I'll give it a try, but then you wow them, you over deliver, and you create that experience and you win them for life.
So you could either spend a ton of money advertising and marketing.
That's right.
And win people over because they see your message all the time.
Yep.
$175, $95, $175, and like a ton of money to do this. Or stand out from the crowd, create that no-brainer offer that makes them say, even if this is the worst eyelash extension I've ever had, it's $1. As long as they don't poke me in the eyes, I'll probably be okay.
Right.
Okay. Michaela, have you done this with your business? Have you created a no-brainer offer, my friend?
Yeah, when we did the door knocking, that was the first year. So I would go to people's houses and interest them in doing a home energy audit and see if they want insulation done, and they all said no. But then I said, look, all you guys have to pay for is the materials. I'll be here for free. I'll install them. But if you guys are happy, all I want from you is a good review on Home Advisor. This way we did, over 15 reviews. And on Home Advisor, the way it works is the more reviews you have, the easier it is to get the job.
Sure.
So basically that first year, it was just all material costs. I had to work another job in order to pay for the materials and, for myself.
This is the kind of stuff I love, Marshall. This is the hustle that I absolutely love. Like this guy, Michaela over here, you did just the material cost. You just say, just pay for the materials. I will work for free. Just let me work on your house for zero money at all. And I'll also work another job besides this so that I can live. I just want your reviews on Home Advisor because when I have reviews on Home Advisor, then I can start booking people for real money.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's a simple formula.
He went out and got another job.
I love that.
I don't think people understand that. Like, you have to, like, go get another job.
You might.
I mean, there's nothing, like, shameful about that. It's called starting a business.
Marshall's getting passionate now.
Gosh.
And my job was to work in Manhattan on a construction site, and I had to hold a stop sign. And I did that for 16 hours a day on Saturday and Sunday. And I don't know if you guys ever done this, but do you ever stand on the corner of a street and see the sun come up? And then that same day, see the sun come down.
I have not stood on a corner of a street and done that, no.
But that was never part of the long-term plan, right?
No.
It was a vehicle.
Stone, yeah.
It was a stepping stone. It was a means to get to the end. And so tell us just briefly, because we're going through these steps here, but tell us about where you're at now on Home Advisor.
Started with 0 sales, started from the bottom. How much sales did you do this year?
Well, 2016, we did 275,000 of sales.
There we go.
First year we did 32.
First year you did 32.
First year you did 32. Now doing 275.
Well, we still got to convert that into some profit, but that's
You're
that's
started.
the next step.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I love it. That's
Cool.
awesome, man. I love Mikhailo and his hustle. And for the people at home, that's how you get it done. That's how you get this thing started. You create that no-brainer offer to get people in the door, then try to retain them as customers or use them as social collateral for other people to say, yep, this guy's awesome. He will renovate your house. He will take care of you. That's awesome. Okay, let's go on to step number 3 here. Step number 3, Marshall, you've seen a lot of success with the step number 3 here. Number 3 is creating a sustainable Dream 100. Creating a sustainable Dream 100. Marshall, read me the Chet Holmes quote. Let the people at home know who Chet Holmes is.
Chet Holmes is like one of my heroes.
Oh, wow. I did not know this.
Yeah, he's one of my heroes.
Okay.
He's the best-selling author of The Ultimate Sales Machine. He was a corporate trainer, strategic consultant. He designs hundreds of advertising campaigns and sales systems for many different industries. He actually worked with Charlie Munger, who's Warren Buffett's partner.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Okay.
he's a pretty cool guy.
There you go.
He says best buyers buy more, buy faster, and buy more often than other buyers. These are your ideal clients. Have a special effort dedicated to just the dream clients.
Just the dream clients.
Dream clients.
So we're talking about figuring out who are my dream clients. Who are the people that are going to pay me more than just the minimum that I charge? Who are the people that are going to be easy to work with? Who are the people that if I start working with these people, it can legitimately change a lot about my business and my life? So, Marshall, what is the process here for creating this Dream 100?
Okay. So work with me here. Sam, right over here. Come here. Come here.
Sam, Marshall's over on that side of the studio.
Work with me here. Okay. Right now, everybody that's watching, open up a Google spreadsheet. We're going to do this real time, real quick.
Wow.
Real time, real quick.
Okay, real time, real quick. Okay.
Real time, real quick. Okay, open up Google spreadsheet on your web browser, drive.google.com. You just open it up, sheets.google.com. Just open up a freaking Excel spreadsheet. Okay.
It's very passionate.
Then first column, you're going to make a list of 100 names or 100 companies that would be ideal and likely buyers for you. 100 names, 100 companies, then all of their phone numbers, and then all of their email addresses. Okay? So that's your first 4 columns. You with me?
Ready.
You guys with me?
Say it one more time. Say it one more time, just in case.
First column, names. Second column, companies. Third column, phone numbers. Fourth column, email addresses.
Okay, got it.
100, not 95.
100 of these.
100 of them.
And what are the qualifications? Like, why should I name these specific? How does this fill out?
Ideal and likely buyers. Each one of these clients would be a dream if you were able to get them on your client roster. Okay? Would be a dream. They could greatly impact your business if you just got one of them.
Okay, so for instance, we're talking to Nathaniel now. Nathaniel, for instance, if you are trying to do wedding photography, for instance, your dream clients would be people like the Mayo Hotel, like the Summit Club, like the people that have really expensive weddings and really expensive needs for really expensive photography. You need them on your team to start referring you. That would be a dream client for them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So give me a different industry, Marshall. Give me a different industry of like different company and how they identified a dream client.
I'm gonna go with realtors.
Okay.
Okay. So I know there's a lot of realtors out there.
Yeah.
So specifically, who's buying and selling houses? Okay. So you got to go back one level, okay? Who hears about the home sales before all of the realtors hear about the home sales? How do you get those? So you got to ask, well, maybe the person prepping their house for a sale. So maybe they're the people doing appraisals.
Okay.
Maybe they're home lenders. Maybe they are general contractors around town doing home improvements. All of these people are people that have maybe indicators of somebody selling a home and needs a realtor up front.
Nice. So you reverse engineered it.
Yeah, reversed it.
You said, okay, but I'm selling at this point. Who's behind me?
Yep.
Who comes before me that I can get in their ear? And if I can get them on my team, I can get more of these.
That's right.
That's awesome. Okay, so go on, next step here.
So work with me. Then the next 10 columns, in the first row, the next 10 columns, you're going to go week 1, okay, in that column there, okay? It's going to be like, what is that? E. It's going to be E1.
Okay.
E1, cell E1.
Yeah.
Work with me, Michaela, okay? Here we go. In E1, you're going to put week 1, phone call. Then F1, email. Or F1, week 2, email. G1, week 3, drop-offs. H, I have to keep thinking about the alphabet. H1, week 4, handwritten note, okay? And
So you're creating an action plan by weeks.
Yeah, weekly.
Okay, so you can start with just the one. You'll start with just the one. You'll say, okay, this general contractor, Abe, the general contractor.
Abe?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Abe, the general contractor, if I could get him on my team, I would sell a lot more stuff.
Yep.
So week 1, I'm doing this for Abe.
Yep.
And then week 2, I'm going to do that.
Yep.
And then week 3, I'm going to send him an email. And then week 4, I'm going to drop off some donuts.
Yep.
And then week 5, I'm going to write him a handwritten note.
Yep.
And then week 6, how long is this going?
You do that for 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Yep. And you repeat the system over and over again. Every 4 weeks, it's the same thing.
So you're creating a list of 100.
Yep.
And you're mapping out 10 steps, sustainable steps. You're not creating like a new video project every week for these people.
Nope.
You're saying 10 steps of how I'm going to get in good with Abe, get him on my team, get him referring me business.
Yep. And so you just execute it. Then every time they interact with you during one of those weeks, you put it in the cell. And you just do the same week action step for all 100. So on Mondays, I'm going to call all 100 people. On Tuesdays, or then the next week, Monday, I'm going to send everybody an email. Then the third week, I'm going to literally block off my entire Monday and go visit all 100 of these people. Then on the fourth week, Monday, I'm going to spend as many hours as it needs to be to handwrite a note to each one of these 100 people.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and the thing is that it is a lot. But nobody wants to do the thing that looks and smells and sounds like work.
This does not sound sexy to me, Marshall.
No, but you book a lot of stuff this way, so just do it.
Marshall, when do we get to the part where I'm on private jets hanging out with models?
What? That's that. You got to go. I mean, you got to do the.
But I just want to start.
Years.
I just want to start there. How do I start there?
No, go find a friend.
Okay, so that's not real.
You don't start there. You can't just like fill out some kind of 67 step thing and then just like end up getting there.
So you're saying that that's not a real thing?
No.
Oh, okay. 67 steps?
So maybe it's 68.
67 specifically?
Maybe 67. Maybe it could be,
Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so that was step number 3.
Yeah.
That was step number 3. And then we're going to get into step number 4. Michaelo, step 4, step 3, have you done any of this Dream 100? Have you done this before?
It's a little harder for a contractor when you're working with homeowners.
Okay.
It's like you have to pick out, I want that house to renovate. So it's, just send them mailers and stuff. But it's more of like services that I want. For me, it's more, working with different contractors. It's, if you have a plumber friend or, you have an electrician friend, it's other people that might touch that house.
Yeah.
That can then refer you. And a referral is much stronger than anything else.
There you go.
If you, Nathaniel, he has photography. Talk to a DJ, take him out to lunch or something. And say,
there you go.
If somebody comes to me and says, oh, I'm looking for a DJ, you'll be my referral, and this way you guys are both works out for both of you guys.
There you go. He's got it mapped out. I love it. Okay, so that was step number 3. Step number 4 of the 4-step plan here. Again, we're not talking about this is super sexy. We're talking about this really works.
Oh, yeah. And it's only going to get less emotional with this step 4.
Less emotional, more effective, and less emotional, and more emotionally terrible, and more actually effective.
Yeah.
Okay. Step number 4, we're going to create a sustainable search engine plan, including more content, more backlinks, Google compliance, mobile compliance, and reviews. That's probably like the least sexy thing we've said so far.
Yeah.
Creating a sustainable search engine plan. Marshall, read me the Lee Cockerell quote here, and then let's dive into this. What are we talking about?
When you do the hard things, life gets easier. This is by Lee Cockerell. He's the former executive vice president of Walt Disney World Resorts. He managed 40,000 people.
A lot of people. Okay. And talk to me about the sustainable search engine plan. What is a search engine plan? Why does this matter?
Okay. Real talk, real quick. Okay. Here we go. We're getting into it. This is a new segment. Real talk, real quick. So you're going to want to create more content than your competitors for Google. More content, original HTML content. That means that if your competitor has 3 pages of 1,000 words each of content about their briefcase factory, you're going to have to literally write 6,000 words of content about your briefcase factory and what people are looking for on Google. So specifically, if I would type in briefcases, okay, I'm going to have to write more content about briefcases than my competitor.
And why does this matter why should I spend my time here?
You got to spend your time here because this is going to ultimately create a ton of organic leads for you. So once you get to the top of Google, okay, then you will consistently need to continue to add content, but you're not going to have to work so completely hard to get to the top of Google because you've already reached that front page. Now you got to just continue to sow those seeds.
Why does getting high on Google matter to my business?
Because everybody looks for businesses on Google.
So you're saying that that's where my customers are?
Yes, they're looking for things on Google and specifically looking for things on Google on their phones. And so, I mean, it's just, yeah.
So for Nathaniel's business, his photography business, he should know what is it that my customers, my ideal and likely buyers, what are they searching for?
Yeah, they're probably searching for wedding photography.
Wedding photography, New Orleans, or wedding photography, Sheboygan, Michigan. Sheboygan, Michigan, or Minnesota?
I don't know.
Wedding photography, Sheboygan. Just leave it at that. Or
I think it's in Mississippi.
best photographers in L.A. Or
Ivano-Frankivsk.
Yeah. There you go.
what he said. That's a freebie for you at home. What he said.
Okay.
So what is it that your business, what is it that your ideal and likely buyers, what are they searching into Google? And then you need to rank for that term.
So we're not going to get into the specifics of how to write all that content.
We don't have that
We could devote that entire episode to that. Okay.
We could devote a week's worth of episodes to that.
Yeah, it's insane. But the core knowledge concept here is you got to have more content about a specific keyword that people are searching in Google than your competitors. Number 1. Number 2, you got to have more websites linking to your website than everybody else. So you got to have a high number of people saying, go here.
Other websites are basically your referral.
That's right. They're the online referral systems. Those are called backlinks. Okay. And number 3, you got to have all the Google compliant features part of your site. We actually have an awesome training on this. It is literally like an hour and a half long, but it's really, really good on thrive15.com. It's called Mastering the 25 Variables to a Google Compliant Website. Okay? It's
awesome.
Long and it's detailed, and you got to have all the 25 of those variables. And then the 4th thing is you got to have mobile compliance. Real talk, real quick. This is not one of those things where you can like score an 80%. I'm 80% mobile compliant. No, Google sees it either as a pass or a fail.
Ooh.
Pass or fail. And you got to get all those Google reviews. You got to get Google reviews, okay? So on your Google My Business account, you got to have people review you, rate you 5 stars, leave you a little comment, and then you'll start coming up.
And if you aren't compliant, Google just will refuse to send people to your page.
Yeah.
Send you to Bing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big deal.
It's a very big deal.
Okay, so all step 4 is like non-awesome stuff. I mean, you're not going to feel like emotionally like, yeah, I got 3 more backlinks. Yeah, I spent 4 more hours writing content for my site. It's not going to feel great, but it's stuff that actually works.
Yeah.
And actually gets you paid.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. We do have trainings on that just specific content on thrive15.com. If you have any specific questions we do want to know about those, send those in. We'll answer them on this show as well. Michaela, have you done any search engine stuff? I know you're working on your website while you're here. Have you done anything to like start coming up in the Google ranks?
I mean, what I was gonna say is, you guys, if you do photography, you might not really know SEO stuff. So you got to figure out, should I go work for a few hours, few days, and pay somebody to do this? Professionals that would do this properly. Like you're talking about.
Ooh,
Google,
that's good.
You're talking about Google compliance. Okay, I have no idea what that means. So you got to look for people that do it professionally. They might spend an hour on it and get a lot of work done. That hour might cost them $100, but you might spend that hour and you just open up Google because you have no idea what's going on.
You might spend 10 hours and still do it all wrong.
Yeah, and at the end, you're still left with something that you don't know, and you still need somebody to review it and check it. So you might as well, find an agency that, does this, because there's thousands of these, the places that do it. And then with the Google reviews, you're saying that your Nathaniel, we're talking Nathaniel here.
Yeah.
You're saying your family wants free pictures. Well, get free reviews from them.
There you go.
You take some pictures for them. They have to give you, a couple of reviews, and you can work it out that way. But
I love how practical Mikhailo is.
Super move.
I love how practical Mikhailo is.
Super
He's
move.
just like, look, if you don't know it, go work extra, make some money, pay somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so that was the 4 steps there to actually finding customers. Pretty big deal for your business. And it's going to change everything for you if you can start doing that. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into the daily wins of the week. Marshall, I would like some mojo. Here. This is some good mojo. Which, by the way, for the people that are watching on Instagram Live, it looks crazy on that screen because I can see it right here. Anytime that like zooms in, you're just like white, like you're albino white.
Me?
Well, me too, but probably more you than me. Not really, both of us. Anytime it gets tight, it's just like albino white. But something to know. Something to know for next time. It's good. Daily wins of the week. Marshall, I would like you to announce.
Don't think too much about this.
No, I already have it in my mind.
In your mind?
Yeah, I already know what it is.
You're just teeing it up.
Yeah. I would like you to announce the daily wins of the week, which, by the way, Mikhailo, this is the best part of the show.
This is not the best part of the show.
This is the best part of the show. Marshall.
People tune off. People are tanking right now.
No, the stats say they tune in right now. The stats say. Marshall will have to basically do the daily wins of the week in a new, like accents or new character.
let's try a Ukrainian one.
No.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Rocky. Think Rocky.
Okay, so we have to announce the daily wins of the week as if you were from the Ukraine.
I don't even know what that would sound
You
like.
heard him talking earlier.
I didn't understand a word he said.
It didn't matter. So you just have to talk like you
It
know
was
what you're
just a
talking about.
location.
Yeah.
Dang it, Dan.
Hey, this was all Mikhailo.
Ukrainian?
Like you are from the Ukraine.
Think Drago.
Think Drago. Yeah, there you go.
Drago.
Daily wins of the week.
Can I get like some kind of like? Can I get like an accent to work from? Can I get like?
Say 4 words in Ukrainian, Mikhailo, and that's all he has. That's all he gets.
That's all I get.
Say 4 words in Ukrainian?
Yeah, just so I can get close. Otherwise, it's gonna sound like Teddy Roosevelt again.
Okay. So, Добрий день. Мене звати Михайло.
Okay, there you go. So that's all you get. We're not even gonna ask what that means.
You don't want to know what that means.
No, I don't. Not yet. Vlad's he's nodding. Vlad likes it.
Vlad, I'm gonna offend Vlad. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting now your daily wins of the week.
What do you think, Mikhailo? What do you think?
Sounds like a Viking.
Was that 1 to 10? How was that?
Terrible.
I don't know. It's not on the scale.
Okay, it was not. It was not even.
It's not
on the
registered.
scale.
Those
Okay.
those are how
The majority of it.
all of them are. You should have been here for Johnny Cash. That was really terrible.
Okay, so go ahead and give me the daily wins of the week here, Marshall.
I just offended all of our Ukrainian
We have a
listeners.
huge Ukrainian viewer base too.
Okay, so check this out. 6 months ago, we have a client. He bought a franchise for our Property Managements Incorporated. Had no clients, none,
Wait,
zero.
Hang on, he bought a franchise though.
Bought a franchise.
So it's supposed to be turnkey. It's supposed to be like automatic.
Well, you start from zero though.
He had 0.
Start from zero.
Okay.
Now getting 2 or 3 new clients every single day. 2 or 3 clients literally every single day.
So he's a new client here at Thrive 15. He's got his franchise. He had nothing.
Yep.
He had 0 to work with.
Yep.
He's now getting 2 to 3 clients every day.
Yeah.
And how is he doing this, Marshall?
3 moves. 1, Dream 100. 2, referrals. 3, Google.
What? Did we talk about all of those things in this episode, Marshall?
Yes, we did.
So this guy is actually doing these things and he's actually getting new customers?
Yeah, they hit all of their financial goals the first year. Mid-year.
He's going to hit all of his financial goals by the middle of the year.
Yeah.
What?
It's pretty cool.
He's doing the things we talked about and it's working?
It's working.
That's awesome. What's this guy's name? Do you know?
I don't
actually know.
I don't know that I can share that.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not going to share that then. But whoever you are, we'll call him Abe.
Abe.
He was a previous example. Abe, good job, buddy. That's the way to get it done. He's finding customers. He's hitting his financial goals by the middle of the year. That is freaking awesome. Okay, that is the episode for today, folks. Michaela, did you have a good time?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Michaela
Thank
had
you.
a good time.
He had a good time till the daily wins of the week.
Until the daily wins of the week, the highlight of the show.
I ruined
If you do not know what we do, go ahead and show them, Sam. Go to thrivetimeshow.com/workshops. We've talked about it a little bit earlier, but it's going to change everything about your business. It's going to give you a ton of action steps to work on. If you go to thrive15.com and fill out a business evaluation, you're going to get that book, Thrive, for free. That book right there, Thrive, for free. How to take control of your destiny and move beyond surviving now. That's a special for only the people that watch this show. So you got to tell them you saw us at the Daily Hustle Show. You're going to get that book for free. That is it for today. We're going to hit on another subject next time. I believe time management is coming up next from Lee Cockerell on the next episode, so make sure you stay tuned for that. For the Instagram Live crowd, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for joining in on this experiment with us. For everybody at home, that is Marshall Morris. This is Michaela Panshashak. I am Daniel McKenna. This has been the Daily Hustle. Boom!